So, hey guys, Chowser here, and yeah, time for the second part of my One Piece characters with no bad One Piece Treasure Cruise units video. And yeah, last video I went through ranks 11 to 20, and in this video I will go through rank 1 to 10. And yeah, just a quick recap of what the goal of this video is. We're only looking at units that have no bad units in One Piece Treasure Cruise. So a character like Luffy, who has a ton of units, doesn't make this list because there are a lot of Luffy units with no reason to be used at all. We want a character with only units that can see some play. And yeah, my original idea was to do 10 units, but it ended up being 20. So yeah, we're doing the final 10 today. And yeah, to conceive this list, I used a point system. You can see the point system down below. Basically, every character for the unit got a point. As long as all characters had a point between 1 and 5, they made the list. And yeah, then I took the average points by dividing all units with the total score to make this ranking. And yeah, let's just jump into it. This is just a bit of a fun thought experiment. I've seen some people guess. It was fun to watch at least, and many got some right. So yeah, let's jump into rank 19 and 20. And yeah, rank 9 and 10. And yeah, we have Carrot at 10th and Judge at 9th. And yeah, for these I put the best and the worst version of each character, like in my opinion. And for Carrot, we have I think it's a Fortnite Carrot at Dex 1. She's actually not bad since she does -2 CD for top row and a low attack boost, but a low attack boost nonetheless. That can see some play in very niche scenarios, obviously. And then for the best unit, I actually put the support Carrot. I actually gave her the full of 5 points because she's just ridiculously good, removing 2 turns of death up with her perfect. But yeah, the average quality of Carrot units is pretty good. Like if you think about all the free-to-play units, like the new event one for WCI, if you think about the raid Carrot, the int one, the Kizuna Carrot, not that super good, but definitely usable. And then lots of rare recruits, like the new limited rare recruit Carrot on JP, super good. So yeah, Carrot definitely deserves this top 10 place. Then we have Judge. As worst unit, we have this Kizuna Judge. And yeah, in Kizuna he can see some play, and like even outside of Kizuna, he changes block and battle matching to matching. That's not awful. And then for the best one, I put the Sun Judge. Like it's debatable, like this or Germa, but yeah. Obviously, Judge has a lot of units. Like the fun part with Judge legend-wise is that he's one of those weird cases where the 6-star unit is probably better than the 6+. 6+ Judge special is kind of weird, I'd say. But yeah, even outside of that, like he has a lot of solid units in general, like the Colo Judge, very cool, good. The new limited rare recruit Judge on JP for the latest Kizuna there. Yeah, there's a lot of cool Judge units. So yeah, let's move on. And yeah, for rank 8 and 7, we have Smoothie and Whitebeard. They finished on the same points, but since Whitebeard has a lot more units, he got the 7th place. But yeah, Smoothie is very cool actually. She has like 6 units in total, and all have some cool niches. Like when I look through them, I could like make up scenarios for when I could use each and one of them. Like this movie, for instance, the con one, the summer one, she does like beneficial orbs for several colors for like 2 turns. So it can be used both for more matching orbs and to stop unbeneficial orb the next turn. So like that's not bad. Then she has some Blitz smoothie that hasn't released on global yet. That has some orb manip and utility. And of course we have the really good smoothie, which is the Sweet Tree Generals. Smoothie also has access to Cracker support, but it can sadly only be used for the Colo Smoothie, which definitely got a huge buff from Cracker support. Like, add Cracker to that kit and Color Smoothie is very legit now. Moving on to Whitebeard. And yeah, for worst unit, I put this Sakura Whitebeard. But funnily, if I did a top 10 of units I don't have that I like, I'd easily take this Whitebeard on it. His art is amazing. I love the concept. Very cool special too with Orb Manip, Orb Block, and a self-attack buff, which is not optimal, of course, but 2.25 times, not bad in the end. I like the concept. And I still say that the best Whitebeard is Varko easily, but honestly, V1 Whitebeard has got a lot more viable now thanks to Odin support. The biggest problem with V1 Whitebeard is that he has a sailor he doesn't have a special resist sailor, but he reduces CD with his special. But now with Odin final stage, he can reduce his own CD, reduce other unit CD, he can remove block orbs, he can do an HP cut. I've actually had one team where I wanted to use V1 Whitebeard, but it was for the stage before final stage sadly, so I'm sure I'll use him eventually. But even then, like, we have a lot of good rare recruits and free-to-play units. Not rare recruits, I guess, but like a lot of the good Vipers are like event units, like the World Cruise Whitebeard, very cool, unique, special. We'll get a new Whitebeard too, together with the Ace versus Akaino unit, who has a bit of a weird conditional special, but still very cool. Subconscious made a cool team with him. So yeah, lots of good Whitebeard units. Moving on to rank 6 and 5. And yeah, two units that some maybe didn't expect, but I think I saw some people guess both of these. Magellan and Chiffon. And yeah, the thing that Magellan, he's a bit similar to Caesar in that most Magellan units does poison plus something else, which means that there's always potential use for them in some case, like Strength Magellan, for example, that is posted here as the worst Magellan. Like 20% HP cut, poisons all units, you can use the HP cut for some support as well. Can definitely see some use eventually. And then for the best unit, we took the V2 Magellan on JP, amazing unit. The only legend with double special, rainbow color affinity buffs, can potentially also do, I think it was attack buffs. So yeah, very cool. Subconscious made a very cool team for him as well. I really look forward to playing with him against Revo 2 in particular. He is very good for that. Sorry about that, I don't know what that pike was. And yeah, in between there's also a lot of solid units like the Raid Hanjabal Magellan for Call Affinity, Orb Manip, and yeah, some other solid raid units like the Column Magellan, still very good as well. But yeah, moving on with Chiffon. Chiffon only has 4 units. The worst one is this Fortnite unit, I think it is, but it still removes Bind and Damage Threshold. And you have to remember that Chiffon has the Capone support as well, super good. And yeah, in between these, we have solid units like the Sai Rare Recruit Chiffon, very good. I've Limit Break expanded her as well, she gets pretty good CD after that. We also have the Treasure Map Rare Recruit Chiffon, an int unit, very good, removes attack down, other stuff, does some... and yeah, then obviously this new Kisuna Rare Recruit Chiffon, which is pretty nutty actually. I think I gave her a 4 here, like she removes Bind, Despair, Para, does Orb Manip, can extend Color Affinity, so yeah, Chiffon definitely only has good units, I say. Moving on to rank 4 and 3, and yeah, I think these are 2 units many people expected to be 1 and 2. So yeah, that would be exciting to see who awaits there. But yeah, Kaido and Big Mom. Kaido, his treasure, the worst Kaido here is a Treasure Map Rare Recruit Kaido. Honestly, it almost disqualified him for this list, but in the end, I settled for it being a 1. What this Kaido does is change all orbs to Strength or Dex and lock them for 1 turn. That can have some very niche use, I'd say, but yeah, it's borderline actually, but of course, if you disregard this Kaido and maybe the Kisuna Kaido, like Kisuna Kaido is pretty meaningless. Like you can't say any unit is meaningless, but it really doesn't have much meta use, if we say that. But apart from those two, like all Kaido units are very cool. I personally love the TM Kaido, super unique. You can meme with him very well. Obviously, all Legend Kaidos are very good as well. I decided to pick the V1 Kaido for the good unit because, yeah, I'm not sure he will be timeless, but yeah, he's still the best of what he does, I'd say. Moving on to Big Mom. Big Mom verse unit is a story unit. What I think is cool with Big Mom is that she made this list, despite having 3 story units actually. You'd think one of them will be a total dud. Like this one, the worst one, I'd say is close, but still, it does damage and 1.75 time attack boost for Powerhouse, so kind of like the worst Katakuri. So I still say that's like borderline. But yeah, it can see some very niche use. I decided to keep it in, but like the other story units, like the Sleeping Big Mom Dex unit, very cool. Like she even has a Sailor ability to resist a special bind and can remove special bind, and has a bit of other utility as well. And the other story Big Mom Strength unit, like I had forgotten what she does, and I was like, yo, I need to farm this unit. She looked so good. Now I don't remember again exactly what she does, but she did quite a lot actually. She did not look like a story unit. And of course Big Mom has like a unit for all events. Like we have a Trash Map Big Mom, good. Kisna Big Mom, good. We just haven't had like a Rumble Big Mom yet, but yeah, lots of very good Big Mom units, especially Legends. Like her V1 is meh, even if I beaten Duffy 2 with her. But yeah, V2 Big Mom versus Big Mom. Like I personally, like if you had a gun to my head and told me to say best captain in the game, I'd still say versus Big Mom. Even on JP, she is absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, I think it's time we move on to the top 2. And yeah, I don't think anyone guessed one of them, but I think it will make sense. But yeah, top 2 is King and Cracker. The only ones to make it to 3 points or more. King had it very easy, I'd say. Like, the rules I made for this were like made for King. Like, you had to have exactly 3 units. King only has 3 units. And yeah, King has only had like a Collar unit, a Rear Recruit, and a Kizuna unit. So yeah, obviously all of those will be pretty good. So yeah, he's the only unit on this list, I think, where no unit got less than 3 points from me. The problem was more that all of them only, quotation mark, got 3 points. I can see some make the case for the Rear Recruit King to deserve more than that, but I still think that one class only CD reduction does not warrant more than just being considered good, I'd say. Even if I love the Orb Manipulation 2, the CD reduction, the Special Bind Remover, Fear, very good kit. Kizuna King, also pretty interesting. The removes shame buffs of all kind and gives ambush Big Mom kind attack buff to quick units. And then we have the Kizuna Colo King. I put him as the worst, but very solid. Removes the spear, death up, can self-proc, delay conditional. The main problem is just that you can very rarely make use of that, since delay immunity is on almost everything. But yeah, King deserves this spot, and Cracker definitely deserves number 1. And yeah, I definitely say that because, like, Cracker has, like, I'm not sure if this is a story Cracker or Fortnite Cracker, but he has that. He also has a Rear Recruit. He has Legend. And yeah, between all units, he ends up scoring really well. Like this Int Cracker, who is a free-to-play unit, I gave him a 2, but he's actually super unique and neat. Like, he has a full unique kit, like 3 turns of damage reduction, 3 turns of end of turn damage. End of turn damage in itself is super rare. 3 turns off the charts rare, like only a handful of units has that. He also does an HP cut, and since he's a cracker unit, he can use Daifuku support. So now we can also remove the spear and remove some death up. So yeah, super cool. Cracker also has a rear recruit unit, quick unit, pretty solid. Attack boost, orb change. Yeah, it's cool. Depends on what captain you use, but yeah, he definitely sees play from time to time. Then we have the Colo Cracker, free to play. Was super good in the recent treasure map actually, and yeah, full board of Dex Orbs, make them matching, remove debuffs, nothing to complain about. And then we have 2 legends, of course. The Legend Cracker, who has a 6+ on JP, very solid buff, got a small damage increase, does an HP cut as well now, so you can use Daifuku support, super good buff. And then of course we have Sweet Commanders, don't think I have to tell you it's a good unit, so yeah. Definitely well deserved for Cracker. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this small little series. I'll be back tomorrow with hopefully my speedrun teams against NL. So look forward to that. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.